What just happened on Xiaohongshu? If you haven't seen it yet, go check the official page of fashion brand CIDER right now. A single post has set the entire digital landscape ablaze, and it involves none other than Pharita from BABYMONSTER. This isn't just a simple tag or a casual mention. The caption alone has sent fans and fashion watchers into a frenzy, calling her the perfect embodiment of a sweet and cool hip-hop princess. But what does this mean? Is this a covert signal for a future collaboration or a masterful stroke of brand appreciation? The internet is buzzing with theories, and this discussion will dive deep into every detail, unraveling the significance of this moment that perfectly bridges K-pop charisma and contemporary fashion trends. Welcome, everyone, to today's discussion. For those who follow the constant interplay between pop culture and fashion, moments like these are more than just social media posts. They are cultural signals. The brand in focus is CIDER, a global fashion label known for its youthful, trendy, and often edgy designs that resonate deeply with the generation that values self-expression. The artist is Pharita Vanish-Vonkorn, the main vocalist of BABYMONSTER, whose visual elegance and powerful stage presence have captivated audiences worldwide. The event is a seemingly straightforward post on the Chinese social media platform Xiaohongshu. CIDER shared an image of Pharita in a stunning stage outfit, highlighting a specific piece from their collection, a distinctive wave necklace. The accompanying text, however, transformed this from a simple product feature into a powerful statement. It read, "Sweet and cool hip-hop princess vibe." CIDER's wave necklace matches Pharita's stage look perfectly, a perfect embodiment of a hip-hop princess. This choice of words is crucial. It's not merely about an accessory matching an outfit. It's about a brand recognizing an artist's core aura and publicly aligning their identity with hers. This discussion will explore the layers of this interaction, from the immediate fan reactions to the potential implications for future partnerships. Let's break down the elements that made this post so impactful. First, the concept of the hip-hop princess is a fascinating duality. It merges two seemingly opposite archetypes, the raw, confident, and rebellious energy of hip-hop with the graceful, elegant, and refined image of a princess. This term perfectly captures Pharita's unique appeal. On stage, she delivers vocal performances with a serene, almost royal poise. Yet, she also commands attention with a fierce and charismatic presence. CIDER's caption shows a perceptive understanding of this dual identity, celebrating not just her look, but her entire artistic persona. Second, the fashion synergy is undeniable. The wave necklace, with its metallic texture and irregular design, adds a touch of industrial coolness and edge. This likely creates a compelling contrast against the more feminine or elaborate fabrics of a typical stage costume. This intentional mix of hard and soft elements is the very definition of sweet and cool, and it demonstrates how a single statement piece can elevate an entire ensemble from simply beautiful to truly iconic. Pharita serves as the ideal muse to showcase this transformative power. Third, the digital reaction was instantaneous and overwhelming. Across platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Weibo, and the comment section of the post itself, fans celebrated the recognition. Comments praised CIDER's taste, hailed Pharita as a visual queen, and flooded the space with supportive emojis. The post sparked wider conversations within fashion communities, with content creators analyzing the styling and viewers immediately seeking purchase links for the featured necklace. This organic engagement highlights a successful mutual benefit. CIDER gains exposure to a passionate and dedicated fan base, while Pharita receives prestigious validation from a notable fashion brand. This event naturally leads to speculation about its deeper meaning. What could be the subtext behind such a prominent and carefully worded feature? We can consider a few plausible scenarios. The first is strategic appreciation. This is often a brand's initial, low-commitment way of building a relationship. By featuring an idol with their product and gauging the public's response, they can test compatibility and audience reception. The explosive positive reaction to this post makes Pharita an exceptionally strong candidate for any future collaboration, potentially positioning her as a muse or ambassador. The second scenario is a hidden collaboration tease. It is possible that discussions or agreements are already underway behind the scenes. This post could serve as an ingenious soft launch, a way to generate natural hype and buzz before any formal announcement is made. If this is the case, we might anticipate more coordinated content, such as dedicated photo shoots or campaign videos in the future. The third possibility is the perfect fan service. Perhaps Pharita or BABYMONSTER's styling team are genuine fans of the brand and chose the piece independently. CIDER, noticing this, decided to amplify it as a supreme form of acknowledgement. This acts as high-level fan service that honors both the artist and her supporters. Regardless of which scenario is closest to the truth, the central message remains unequivocal. CIDER chose Pharita. In a vast industry filled with influential figures, they selected her to represent a key aesthetic. This is a significant form of external validation, underscoring her growing influence and the distinct color she brings to her group. It opens the door to exciting possibilities, from curated edit collections to full-fledged campaign partnerships, all exploring that captivating hip-hop princess vibe. In conclusion, what began as a single social media update reveals the powerful dynamics at play when fashion insight meets pop culture stardom. It highlights Pharita's evolving role, not just as a vocalist, but as a fashion influencer whose unique blend of grace and strength resonates powerfully.
Now we turn the conversation over to you. What was your initial reaction when you saw this post? Which of the potential scenarios do you find most likely? Is this a prelude to a formal collaboration or a standalone moment of appreciation? Furthermore, which other K-pop idols and fashion brands do you think would create a perfect synergistic partnership? Please share your thoughts, predictions, and ideas in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like this discussion and subscribe for more content exploring the intersections of music, fashion, and pop culture. Thank you for reading. Beyond the immediate excitement, this moment between CIDER and Pharita offers a fascinating case study in modern brand artist dynamics and the power of niche marketing. It underscores a shift from broad, generic endorsements to highly specific, identity-based alignments. Brands are increasingly seeking artists who don't just have a large following, but whose personal aesthetic and public persona authentically mirror the brand's own core values and desired image. Pharita, with her distinctive blend of Thai elegance and poised stage power, represents a more nuanced muse than a traditional generic idol ambassador. CIDER's identification of her as a hip-hop princess demonstrates this targeted approach, speaking directly to an audience that appreciates complexity and hybrid identities. This synergy also highlights the evolving role of platforms like Xiaohongshu in global fashion circuits. While Western platforms often dominate K-pop conversations, Xiaohongshu's focus on lifestyle and aesthetic discovery makes it a potent ground for fashion brands to cultivate a more curated, visually literate following in key Asian markets. By leveraging Pharita's image there, CIDER is not just tapping into BABYMONSTER's fandom, but also positioning itself within a specific ecosystem of trend-aware consumers who use the platform for style inspiration. This is a strategic move that recognizes the decentralized nature of influence and commerce today. The fan response itself is worthy of deeper examination. The overwhelming positive reaction goes beyond typical fan support. It reflects a collective desire for individual members of groups to receive their own spotlight and external validation. In the competitive landscape of K-pop, a brand's public endorsement serves as a tangible metric of an idol's growing cultural capital and marketability. For fans, monsters, seeing Pharita recognized in this way validates their support and fuels pride.
It sparks creative engagement, as seen in the fan-made mood boards and styling ideas that proliferated online, effectively co-creating the narrative around this partnership. This transforms passive consumption into active participation, strengthening community bonds. However, such moments also come with heightened expectations. The declaration of perfect embodiment sets a high bar. It invites closer scrutiny of any future styling choices Pharita makes, both on and off stage. Will she incorporate more of the brand's pieces? Will her future public appearances reflect this hip-hop princess duality more overtly? The post has, intentionally or not, created a new lens through which her fashion will be viewed. This can be a double-edged sword, offering a coherent style narrative while also potentially boxing in the artist's versatile expression. Looking forward, the most promising outcome of this event would be a collaboration that genuinely reflects this mutual understanding. Rather than a simple ambassadorship, a creative project that allows Pharita to co-curate or inspire a small capsule collection, perhaps centered on the theme of merging contrasting elements, would resonate deeply. It would move beyond commercial transaction into the realm of artistic dialogue, satisfying fans' desire for authentic involvement and solidifying CIDER's reputation as a brand that truly understands and collaborates with its chosen icons. In essence, the CIDER and Pharita moment is a microcosm of contemporary pop culture. A single, precise post can ripple out to touch on branding strategy, platform power, fan community identity, and artistic persona. It proves that in today's landscape, influence is not just about numbers, but about the resonant alignment of stories. The hip-hop princess is more than a caption. It's a narrative now shared by a brand, an artist, and her global audience, waiting to see what chapter comes next.